to the squad under Andoni Iraola, who I believe is going to be a real hit at Liverpool because of his connections with Bilbao. What can you tell us about the latest regarding Liverpool?
Yeah, so Victor Munoz has come in already. Some are billing it as a hijack because Newcastle were optimistic in advanced talks, but Liverpool have worked discreetly on that deal, and it was just about deciding to trigger the release clause. But long before Andoni Iraola came in, he was one target, and yet there'll be another attacker. And Liverpool are optimistic on Yan Diomande. PSG are there. Leipzig would ideally like the player to stay for an extra year, but as it stands, he's not communicated that he wants to sign a new deal on excellent terms and then leave in 2027. Liverpool's latest offer is...
Salve, salve, torcedor do Liverpool. Bem-vindos ao canal. Hoje iremos reagir aqui a mais uma notícia sobre o mercado da bola do Liverpool. Mas antes, peço que você inscreva-se no canal e deixe o like para nos ajudar. Então hoje vamos trazer aqui um vídeo do canal Talk Sport para que a gente possa reagir às últimas informações do Liverpool. Então vamos continuar reagindo aqui ao vídeo.
Is approaching 100 million euros. Leipzig are now saying they want 130 million euros. I think there's a fair chance the parties meet halfway and this deal gets done. But as you can imagine, there are other targets, including Brighton's Yankuba Minter, in case this deal, which is complicated and expensive, doesn't come off. But there's absolutely no doubt Diomande is Liverpool's leading target. Bradley Barcola is there on the list as well. And Liverpool are in for a busy summer, as, by the way, are Manchester United and Spurs and Arsenal. And it all feels like they want a wide attacker, and it all feels like they want a central midfielder.
Yeah, Ben, I hear you've got an update as well on the best player in the world, Elliot Anderson.
I think you might want to turn off here because my expectation is Elliot Anderson leaves Nottingham Forest potentially during the World Cup and moves to Man City. Man United haven't made a move. They are thinking about Mateus Fernandes. In fact, more than that, they're in talks with West Ham. Tottenham have entered that race, PSG, Real Madrid as well. And don't forget Alex Scott in all of this for Manchester United and also potentially for Arsenal and Tottenham too. But with Elliot Anderson, Man City's last bid was 106 plus 15, so approaching with the add-ons British transfer record. It was rejected, but talks are still ongoing. And Evangelos Marinakis is dealing with this personally. So everyone else, even in the sporting department, to my knowledge, is not part of the negotiations. Of course, Forest want a British transfer record. Manchester City are hoping to pay just shy of it, but they're not that far apart, and things have progressed in the last 24 to 48 hours. And there is a chance, at least, that Anderson does a medical whilst on England duty. And the other thing to add is part of the delay is less about the clubs moving towards an agreement and more about Nottingham Forest wanting to declare this in July, if they can, on the next financial year. And as we tick towards the end of this financial year, it wouldn't at all surprise me if during the World Cup Manchester City land Elliot Anderson, nor would I be shocked if they also move for Sandro Tonali, who is of course also a Tottenham target.
Shrewd business that would be from Mr. Marinakis. Say what you want about him, but he's bringing the big bucks to the City ground. Incredible piece of business should that go through. And of course, if Ben's anything to go by, we expect that to happen. Ben, thank you so much, mate. Great update. And just double check you've washed those hands because I bet they're a bit fishy still.
Nails, hands, shirt, everything. They actually give you a wet towel, so I'm okay. But I might go back and do it again tomorrow before we fly out.
Yeah, they've done you like a kipper. Sorry.
Great hands, Ben. Absolute pleasure, mate. We'll speak to you very soon.
Take care.
He's TalkSport's US correspondent, transfer expert, Ben Jacobs.
E galera, então vamos destacar aqui também uma notícia de portal de jornal. E galera, então vamos destacar aqui também uma notícia que o jornal trouxe sobre a investida do Liverpool em Andaino. Vamos ver os que ele destacou. O Liverpool prepara nova investida por atacante sensação da Copa do Mundo. O Reds movimenta o mercado da bola em meio à disputa do Mundial. O Liverpool da Inglaterra não desistiu da contratação do atacante Ian Diamond, um dos destaques da Costa do Marfim nesta Copa do Mundo. A informação é do jornalista Fabrizio Romano. Na Copa do Mundo, o Diamond tem sido a principal arma ofensiva da Costa do Marfim, oferecendo velocidade, drible e capacidade de desequilíbrio pelos lados de campo. Aos 19 anos, é apontado como uma das grandes revelações do torneio. Agora, sob o comando de Andoni Iraola, o Liverpool segue ativo no mercado e recentemente o clube anunciou a contratação de Victor Munoz, que defendia o Osasuna que defendia o Osasuna na disputa da Copa do Mundo pela seleção da Espanha. E essas foram as notícias do vídeo de hoje, galera. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Se você gostou, peço que inscreva-se no canal e deixe o like.